You see, we all want a healthy partner. Girls want a healthy guy, and the guy wants a healthy girl. And I remember I used to also want that. But then I asked myself this question, though. This is when I was in my like teens, early 20s. I'm like, if I had a really healthy girl that showed up right now, am I ready for that? Would she appreciate what's here? Or would she be like, whoa, what the hell am I dealing with? See, you gotta, it's a good question. You can ask yourself and introspect. Because I was still very much caught up in addictions and a slave to certain tendencies and porn, masturbation, etc. I didn't have any real energy to give to somebody. A real healthy relationship, I've said before, it's like two strong pillars, and they're just standing. They're stand alone, but they can kind of come in once, a little bit. They can merge also. But if something happens or something ends, they're still the pillar. This is what a healthy relationship is. It should be overflow. There shouldn't be like this inordinate need to have some person, human form, compliment me. Not an inordinate need, though. Okay? They are going to compliment you. Like, you don't like not feel that. We're still human. We still have an emotional body. Even the masters, like, we're always going to feel this attraction and feel this complimenting that goes on when we're with the opposite energy polarity, because we're half of the whole. I'm a man, you're a woman. It's half. It's so when we get into each other's presence, something recognizes that. There's some intuitive recognition, like, oh, this is an energy that I don't fully have myself. It's like when you're going to college. I didn't like college, but you pick a major, and then you have a minor. So you're majoring in your major, and then you're minoring in another subject. Okay, so when you're a woman, you're majoring in femininity. You're minoring in masculinity. You still have the masculine energy, but that's not your main thing. So when you get around, especially a true masculine energy, you're going to feel something's going to be drawn to that there's a grounding. There's something it's like it feels nourished by that. That's natural and normal. But when that becomes excessive, this need to find that or be with that, you're going to run into problems, because then you're going to compromise. You're going to settle for guys that aren't really matching for you, because there's this strong need to be with a partner, to be with a guy. So that's the part that we're trying to look at. Paradoxically, though, we have to do that. That's also part of the process in how we get balanced, is we got to do imbalanced things for a little bit to taste how that feels. There's lessons and stuff in that we got to learn, and then that actually helps us not do it later. It's like you got to do it to not do it. Okay, but we don't want to be excessive about it. There's some people, they do it their whole life. 50, 60 years old, they're still playing the field, like looking for a guy. Oh, maybe this is the next one. It's like, haven't you learned? You've done this now 50 or 100 times. Like, do you really think this is going to be the next, the one? We were going to Hawaii. I was like 22. This girl was like 50. But we got along good. I thought, like, for me, we're cool. Like, I thought this is, platonic was easy. But later, then, when you get into the situation, when you're like sleeping in the same room, it's possible, for sure. If both the man and the woman, I've done it. If you have enough bearing inside, yeah, you keep it cool. But sometimes one of the people, or both, you get into a closed room situation, and then maybe something will happen. I didn't do anything, but I saw that she wanted something to happen. And then it kind of threw things off. Anyway, then we're back on the plane going back home to California, and then she's texting the guy or listening to his messages. She's all like excited and and I just remember. I mean, I'm only 20 something, and it looked funny to me, you know. Even like doing that in like I wouldn't do that. I've never done that. I don't get that excited. I get excited. I mean, it's cool, like, but you know. So I remember I asked her because I couldn't take it anymore. It was just like it was almost like she was doing it more to try to like make me jealous or something. I don't know. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what do you, you know? She's, oh, but you know these messages. I'm like, but like, haven't you done that over and over? Like, does that still get you off? She's, oh, it's so good. I said, okay. But after the trip ended, we didn't talk after that. That's how you find out if there's some matching. Go on a long trip with somebody, or live with them. Then you'll find out. Or don't do it. Then you won't. Yeah, if you don't want to crash your fantasy, don't do that. I shared about a girl. I don't know which video order sequence it's in, but we were together and we weren't anymore. And I was just thinking, like, damn, the next guy she's with, yeah, my hat's off to him, you know. And so then she ended up finding a guy who lives in another country, so they see each other once in a while. And yeah, they've been together now a couple years. I'm like, well, yeah, of course. So if you want to escape the trials and tribulations and the lessons and the grittiness that can come when you're in close proximity with each other, if you want to avoid all that, then get somebody overseas or something that comes once in a while, have your sex, yeah. But you're not like experiencing the real life, you know. What's the topic? Oh, so you have to like, the more balanced you get inside, it's then law of resonance. You're gonna attract a good guy. If you're a good girl, you're gonna attract a good guy. That's just what it is. So be aware of that. At the same time, it's understandable. Like, if life sends you somebody, prescribes you somebody, even if you're thinking like, damn, I'm not even ready, like what's going on? That can be part of the curriculum that helps you get to where you are so that you can attract somebody. You need a few people that really aren't matching for you to get you to where you need to be. Now, I'm not saying to use that as a justification to go get into a relationship, even though you know you shouldn't. Those things, they're just going to happen. You can't stop it, you know. But ideally, I just want this principle to be understood, that the more clean you are, you can say, free of addictions and habits and defects of character, etc., the more you've transcended that, the better guy you're going to get. It's just automatic. I don't even care. Some people say, well, no, but look at this person's they look so healthy, and the person they're with looks like what are they doing? I'm like, no, you just can't see it. It's there. They're matching somehow. You see, like, my defects of character can be different than yours. So maybe one partner or person, they're really good on being polite and being this and that, but then maybe they at home, maybe if she like doesn't put the dishes away, he goes crazy or something. Like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But I know this, the law of magnetism doesn't make mistakes. So if you're together, somehow you're vibrating on a similar frequency. So the higher that your frequency gets, the higher male frequency you're going to attract. That's just what it is. So don't be afraid to spend a little more time and energy in cultivating your, you can say, spiritual self, so that you can enjoy those dividends later. All you need is one good partner. You don't need to be like attractive so that you can get all this attention. You need one good partner. That's it. And women are good at that anyway. They generally don't like to play the field like a guy. So they like to find a guy where they can just, this is it. I love you. Oh, I love you too. Oh, that works. So you want to get a good one. You don't get a good one. See, society has everything backwards. You don't get a good one by being thin and trying, looking real pretty or acting in a way that you think the guy wants to, you don't get groomed to try to get a good guy. It's not an external grooming. It's an inner grooming. You want to cultivate consciousness. You see my spiritual channel, Spiritual Renaissance. You want to cultivate consciousness. This is how you get a good guy. Don't listen to society. And if you're 30, what's the magic age where the biological clock ticks? I don't know, 36 or 7 or something. Don't start tripping if you're near that age and start feeling like, damn, like I didn't, oh man. That's biological. You can't help it. You're going to feel that feeling, but you don't have to act on it. You got to trust the universe. Universe is beyond biological clock ticking. When you're ready, the partner's going to appear. I've seen older couples, I don't know how old, but at least late 50s, early 60s. I'm thinking of a couple right now, and they found each other at that point. And oh man, they're done. What a nice reward that you can enjoy the last, 10, 15 years of your life. You don't know, like, when you're going to get your treat. You don't know. You should trust, though, you see. Universe knows. Don't try to manage it with your mind. Don't let the emotions get involved and start panicking and all that. Recognize that's not who you are, and that's not going to get you what you want. The universe is going to give you what you want. But you have to have that faith, that trust somehow. And you have it, but you have to be aware of it. You got to be aware of it. There's some feeling like that's in you that knows this. I'm saying pay more attention to that so that runs your life instead of emotions and mind and biology and society and conditioning and all that stuff. That's what runs most other people's lives. I was going to say something, but I don't remember. God's taking care of everything, though. He put you here. There's a saying, he who put you here is taking care of you. Just remember that, no matter what, no matter how it feels. Feelings, thoughts, they confuse things. They paint a picture as though it's reality. It's not. It's just a mental picture projection that can crash at any moment. And you can experience the opposite of this projection. But it's like we forget. And then another projection will come of, oh man, if this don't happen, then this is going to happen. And we believe it again. Give your life up. Surrender your life. And then you'll meet somebody who is on that level. And when both people's lives are surrendered, then it's the universe having sex with the universe. It's nice. It's a figure of speech. There's not this personal neediness there trying to comfort another personal neediness. You want to transcend this personal neediness. But sometimes we got to be in a relationship with a bunch of personal neediness so we can see what it is and be like, okay, I don't want that again. That's why I say everything's good. Everything's okay. In the end, like, God's prescribing every situation that you experience is specially tailor-made for you. This is truth. If you're smart, you'll use that to cultivate consciousness and to grow. All right? So it's all good. Remember that. And leave me any questions you have. And go see my spiritual channel if you want. Spiritual Renaissance. Have a good day.